Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting video because I am getting close to my 100th book of the year, and I always like to do something special for my 100th book. The past couple years I have read one of your favorite books as my 100th book. So I posted on my Instagram stories for you guys to tell me what your last 5-star read was, and I put all of those books into a spreadsheet, and today I'm going to randomly select 2 books, and then we're going to be doing an Instagram controls my weekend. So all throughout the weekend I'm going to be posting polls onto my Instagram for people to vote in and choose what I'm doing, and you will vote on the 2 books. But I'm filming this part a little bit early because I need to figure out what the 2 book options are going to be. I submitted each book for every single time that it was mentioned, so books that were mentioned more times have a higher likelihood of being chosen. So I'm going to use a random number generator and generate 2 numbers. So the first number is 31. So let's go through 31. Ooh, okay. It's The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Ooh, I really want to read that. And perfect timing because the audiobook comes out next week when I will be filming this video. Oh my god, so exciting. So that one's a fantasy romance. All right, next number is 67. 67 is Divine Rivals. Oh my god, another very popular one. This one is a young adult book, and I believe it's about people like writing letters to each other. That's all that I know about it. So the 2 book options that you will be choosing between is Serpent and the Wings of Night and Divine Rivals. 2 very hyped, very popular books. So I'm going to try to get a hold of both of these books and we will get this vlog started. Okay, the 2 books have been acquired and I'm going to start this vlog tomorrow. So I'm gonna post a poll onto my Instagram right now to see what book I will be reading this weekend. Good morning, everyone. We are now starting my Instagram controls my weekend. So like you saw last night, I posted a couple polls to my Instagram story. So we are going to check on them. I did take a little peek last night and the 2 book options were at 50-50. So I have no idea which one of these is gonna win. I'm hoping that it's not still 50-50. So reminder, the 2 books that I'm choosing between are The Serpent and the Wings of Night and Divine Rivals. I'm nervous. Okay. Oh my god, it is so close. Okay, so it is by a margin of like 30 votes. So with 51% of the votes, the book that I will be reading is Divine Rivals. I don't know why, I'm a little bit surprised. But The Serpent and the Wings of Night got 681 votes. So it was 51%, 49%, very close. I don't know, I kind of just thought this one would get more votes, primarily because like I'm not a big YA channel and this is a young adult book, but I'm excited. Oh, you know what? This is actually probably a good thing that this one was picked because it is due back to my library on Monday and they wouldn't let me renew it because there's like a long wait for it. So this is perfect. Y'all actually did me a favor. So this one says that it is about 2 young rival journalists who find love through a magical connection, and they must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. So it's about a world where gods are at war with each other, and the main character, Iris, her brother is missing from the front lines of the war. So she writes him letters and slips them beneath her wardrobe door where they vanish. And unbeknownst to her, they go to the hands of Roman, her cold and handsome rival, and he anonymously starts writing her back, and the 2 of them form a connection. Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? What is that movie? The Lake House with Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves, where they're like separated through time, but they're like leaving each other letters in the mailbox, and the letters are like time traveling, so they're able to like talk to each other, but they're like 10 years apart. That's what this reminds me of. I love that movie. So yeah, I'm actually gonna see if I can get the audiobook. Okay, my library has the audiobook, but all of them are like very long waits. Let me check Scribd. Ooh, it's on Scribd. Okay, perfect. I'm going to start this and then I will check in with my first impressions. I need to wake up a little bit. I'm still very tired. I literally like rolled right out of bed and like came in here and turned on my camera.
Prologue. Cold fog had settled over the depot like a burial shroud, and Iris Winnow thought the weather couldn't have been better. She could hardly see the train through the gloam, but she could taste it in the evening air. Metal and smoke and burning coal, all woven together with a trace of petrichor. The wooden platform was slick beneath her shoes, gleaming with rain puddles and piles of decaying leaves.
Okay, so I am now 50 pages into Divine Rivals. I'm really enjoying it. So far, I like the writing, I like the premise. But basically, like I said, the main character, Iris, she is a journalist and she works at a newspaper, and she has a rival. He's also a journalist and they're competing for the same promotion. And at her first day at the paper, she had overheard him insult her. So she really does not like him. And then also her brother went away to the war and promised to write her, but he hasn't. She hasn't heard from him at all. So she was putting her letters to him in her wardrobe. There's some sort of magical element at play here, and all of her letters are ending up in her rival Roman's wardrobe. And so he starts writing back to her, and they start up this pen pal situation, except she doesn't know who he is. He knows that it's her. Oh my god. I actually did not want to stop listening to it, but we have things that we have to do today. I am going to bring my headphones. So we need to figure out where I'm gonna go get coffee and breakfast. I put up the options of Starbucks or a local coffee shop that is right down the street. Okay, yeah, 83% voted for the local coffee shop, 1,240 votes. Only 248 people wanted me to go to Starbucks. I'm gonna go there. I actually have never been there. It just opened recently and it looks really cute. And then after that, I'm either gonna go to the library or the used bookstore. So let's see what you guys voted for on that. Okay, used bookstore won. It has 935 votes. So I'm gonna bring my book and my headphones, and we're gonna go to the coffee shop, and then afterwards go to the used bookstore, and then we'll see if I find anything at the bookstore. Here is my outfit today, except my slippers. Okay, wait, I don't know if I can leave. Can you guys see? There's an ambulance and a cop parked behind my car. That is my car, and then there's an ambulance and a cop parked behind it, and they're all surrounding my car. I'm scared. What is happening? Am I in trouble? Did I do something? am back home. It is now almost 3 o'clock. And I had such a good little outing, but it is so hot outside, 106 degrees. I was dying. It was so hot. But oh my God, okay, let me start with the cops and the ambulance that were blocking my car. I do not know what they were there for. I went out there and they were just chilling. And I was like, could you move? They were very nice though, and they did move. But I just thought it was funny because I was the only car parked out there. So I'm like, y'all just rolled up here and parked right behind me. So yeah, then I went to the coffee shop, which was so cute. Oh my God, it felt like the best. Like, you know, when you just walk into a place and you're like, this is for the girlies and the girlies only. That was what it felt like. It was so cute. It had like a little boutique inside and tons of different rooms with couches and chairs and tables, and the girls who worked there were so nice. I ended up getting an iced caramel oat milk latte that was so good. It was great. I'm definitely gonna go back there more and like take my laptop, and I could do editing there. The vibes were perfect. So then I went to the used bookstore and I found a couple books that sounded good, and I posted polls for if I should get them. People were not wanting me to get these books. For the longest time, no was winning on both of the books, and I was like, you guys, I want to buy something. So I'm not gonna lie, I did hang out in a store until the yeses were winning. I love how I'm like, let's do this Instagram controls my weekend, and then when y'all don't pick the things that I want, I'm like, you know what, don't tell me what to do. So I did end up getting the 2 books. The yeses are now winning the poll, but for some reason, initially, people did not want me to buy these. So the first one, this was definitely like a cover buy. It's called Summer and Bird, but the synopsis actually sounded cute. It says, when their parents disappear in the middle of the night, a cryptic picture message from their mother leads young sisters Summer and Bird through a familiar gate and into the woods, where the sad electric song of a tiny patchwork bird draws them down. In this ruined, frozen world of birds, their divided hearts will lead them in very different directions in a quest toward united goals. Does that not sound so cute? Why did people not want me to get this? Like, look at how cute this book is. You know what, even if this is the worst book in the world, it is stunning, so I don't care. And then the other book that I got, oh my God, the horror section in this used bookstore was so funny. Every time I've gone there, I have looked for the horror section and I could never find it. And now I know why, because their horror section is actually just vampire romance. It was so funny, like every book in the horror section is just a vampire romance. Like Twilight was in there, that old like PC cast YA vampire story, like what was it, like House of Night? Something like that, or Marked. Just all of the like old classic vampire romances. They're in the horror section. But I did find an actual horror book, The Merry Spinster. This is something that I've actually had my eye on for many years. It is a collection of short stories that are all horror, and I think they're based on fairy tales. So I don't know, that just sounds interesting. Then I went to one of our only stores that's not Walmart. It's basically like, the way that I would describe this store is it's like bootleg TJ Maxx. Like it literally looks like, when you go in, it looks like TJ Maxx, and everything is super cheap. So I got a lot of clothes. I got a few tops. So actually, I posted a poll for when I get home, if y'all want me to do a try on of all the clothes that I got, or if y'all want me to take a nap, which I am a little tired and I have to go out to dinner tonight. So I could take a nap. Honestly, I kind of want to take a nap. But if y'all want me to do a try on, I will. So let's check it. Okay, yeah. Y'all want the try on haul. Nobody wants me to take a nap. All right, so here is the first. This is so cute. I just love tops that have this like puff sleeve. Obviously, I need like a different bra with this one, but look how cute it is. Puff sleeve tops are just my absolute favorite. So I was like, yes, you're coming home with me. And this one was only, let me see, how much was this one? This one was only $8.99. This next one, I put up a poll on my Patreon Discord to ask if I should get this one because it has a little cowboy boot and cowboy hat on it, and I was like, let me rep my Chestnut Springs cowboy romance series. But it is also very cute. Again, I need to wear a different bra. Oh, this one's $6.99. For some reason, I thought it said $4.99. Oh well, $6.99 is fine. I just love the little, what is this called? Like scallop detailing. Now whenever I talk about the Chestnut Springs series, I can wear this. Okay, this one was only $5 and it's just like a black crop top, but it has these like cutouts here. Again, I need a different bra. That is the actual struggle of like going and trying on tops, is that every single top needs a different type of bra. Okay, this one was also $5. It's just like a red top, which now that I'm seeing it not in the dressing room, I'm like, this is very red. In the camera, it looks crazy bright. It does not look like that in person. It looks more like a dark red. In the camera right now, it looks so like a neon. So I maybe will not wear this shirt while I'm filming. Okay, the last top that I got is see-through, but it has these like long bell sleeves that are so cute. And what I thought I could do with this top is actually wear it underneath t-shirts, because like 90% of the time I just wear like basic graphic tees, but I was like, how cute would it be to wear this underneath? And it's so cute. Or I could wear like a tank top on top or underneath. I just love these. I love the sleeves. This one was $10.99, so this was the most expensive. Of course, the one that's see-through was the most expensive. I got a package. As you can see, it's from Bloom. So let's open it up. Ooh! It is King of Pride by Anna Huang. This is book 2 in this series, which I have not started yet, but I do really want to read them. Oh my god, wait. Ooh, this came with drink recipe. I think these are like billionaire romances, which I'm not gonna lie, that's not my favorite. All right, today is day 2 of this Instagram controls my weekend vlog. Last night I made it to halfway into Divine Arrivals, and I feel like I have a lot of conflicting feelings about this book. So far, I am really enjoying the writing. I'm loving the characters, like the 2 main characters. I love each of them individually. I love them together. I love the letters that they're writing to each other. I just do not care about the plot at all. I didn't realize going into this that it's basically like fantasy World War I. Like those are the vibes. And it's also super light fantasy. To be honest, I keep forgetting that it's fantasy. It reads like a World War I historical fiction book. But like everything that's going on with the gods, that whole aspect of the book feels very shallow and not very well built or described. So any of the scenes where the main characters are not interacting with each other, I am finding myself like really tuning out. Like I'm bored when they're talking about the war. And that is like my own personal preference. I don't like books about war. I'm fine with books like if there's a war going on, but like when the central plot is about the war, it's just so boring and uninteresting to me, especially because they've now gone to the front lines. They are war correspondents and they're reporting on what is happening on the front lines of the war. So they're like down in the trenches. But yeah, I love the 2 main characters. However, I'm also finding it a little bit unbelievable that they're teenagers. They read like they're so much older, especially because like they have full careers. They are at like the beginning of their careers, but they're like fully journalists and they're going off to war and they're talking about like marriage. It's giving older. All that to say, I am enjoying it. There's just a couple things that I don't feel like this is gonna be a 5-star for me because of those few reasons, but I am really definitely enjoying it. And I get why people love this. So I'm gonna have just like a cozy day in today. I'm not planning on going anywhere, but I do want to watch some TV and just like veg on my couch. So I'm gonna post a poll of the 4 TV shows that I'm currently in the middle of watching. I'm rewatching season 1 of Heartstopper so I can watch season 2. I am watching season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls and I'm on season 3. And then I'm also watching Crash Landing on You. All of these shows I'm loving. So y'all can pick what I watched today. If I had to choose, I would pick either Gilmore Girls or Heartstopper, leaning more towards Heartstopper because I really want to watch season 2, but I wanted to rewatch season 1 first. So I'm gonna let that poll sit for a little bit and read a little bit more of Divine Arrivals, and then we will go watch whatever you pick. Okay, I am back to report. I have finished Divine Rivals. I think, I'm so conflicted on my rating because the parts of this book that I liked, I loved. and the parts that I didn't like, I hated. So all my feelings that I said before still stand. I love the characters. The characters were definitely like the high point of this book, and their romance I really enjoyed. It did move a little bit fast for my liking, but I loved them so much that I didn't care that much. Their letters together were beautiful. The way that they fell in love with each other was beautiful. I loved the vibes of like them being journalists. I just think that the overall plot of this being about a war was so uninteresting to me. The fantasy elements and the world building did not make any sense. And like I said, I would genuinely forget that this is a fantasy book, and then they'd be like, this winged creature flew across the sky, and I'd be like, what was that? I will most likely be picking up the second book because it ended on a cliffhanger. So 3.5 stars. And like I said, I do wish it had been an adult book, which I know it feels very annoying to always say that when I read YA, and like to pick up YA and then be like, I wish it was adult. I get that that's annoying, but they did read a lot older to me. However, this does make me very excited to read A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, because this is an adult book. And like I said, I really did enjoy the writing and the romance and the characters, so it makes me excited to read this one. I actually think I might pick this up next month. I can totally see why this is people's like favorite book of the year or 5 stars. Like, I'm not mad at it. I get it. It wasn't like personally to my taste, but I'm glad that I read it. So that is going to be the end of this reading vlog where I read my 100th book. I read your 5-star book. Instagram controlled my weekend. Thank you guys for watching and following me along through the weekend. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and consider checking out my Patreon where I post tons of exclusive content. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!